Imagine the United States as a carefully designed building. Its foundation are founding principles and civic virtues. These may seem like abstract ideas, but when put into practice, they shape our communities and protect our natural liberty and equality. At the heart of this structure lies the belief in natural rights, those inherent rights that belong to each of us by virtue of our existence. Think of life, liberty, and property. These rights allow individuals to flourish and control their own lives, to pursue happiness, as the Declaration puts it. But how do we protect these rights? And what role do we play as citizens? Our founding principles are the bedrock of our constitutional republic. Principles are first things, or basic truths. These specific principles are fundamental rules that serve as the foundation for our government and shape its purpose. Let's take a look at how these founding principles work. Our government is founded on the idea that each of us is equal and has equal natural rights. As a result, no one can be ruled except by their consent. The Constitution is built upon the people giving consent to representatives. We elect officials at different levels of government to represent our interests and the common good of communities, states, and our common country. Our representatives derive their authority from us, the people, ensuring that government remains accountable to those it serves. However, in a system of popular rule, there is a danger that the majority can oppress the minority. In fact, many founders thought this would be the greatest threat to liberty. The Constitution's design was intended to protect minority rights by forging consensus through majority rule. Governing was best achieved through reasoned deliberation over passions. Lawmakers must navigate the complexities of governance guided by prudence, ensuring that decisions advance the common good without encroaching upon the rights of the few. To prevent the concentration of power, the government is designed with checks and balances and separation of powers, ensuring that no single branch becomes too dominant. The principle of federalism further distributes power between national and state governments, preserving a balance. Lastly, the Bill of Rights explicitly protects fundamental freedoms, such as speech, religion, and property, acting as a safeguard against government overreach. Together, these founding principles help promote a balanced and just governance, fostering a thriving democratic society. In essence, our founding principles lay the foundation, but the government only works as well as we do. There is no magical formula for ensuring good government. It's ultimately up to us. That is, individuals through government and civil society. We need to practice civic virtues to protect these rights and ensure everyone can live freely. Virtues are behaviors that uphold high moral standards such as respect, responsibility, integrity, and courage. When practiced frequently, these civic virtues become habits, allowing individuals to thrive in a healthy civil society. It's essential to understand that founding principles can only thrive with civic virtues, and civic virtues only work towards protecting natural rights with the structure of founding principles. The principles and civic virtues are mutually supporting to make self-governance possible. So how do founding principles and civic virtues work together to support a healthy civil society? As mentioned earlier, our system of government is based on the foundation of natural rights, like liberty, equality, and justice. To safeguard these natural rights, it's up to individuals to practice civic virtues. For example, if an injustice is happening, citizens must have the courage to speak up and demand respect. Looking at another founding principle, making laws with the consent of the governed means doing the will of the majority, but without infringing on the rights of the minority. This requires the practice of civic virtues, such as prudence and moderation. Lawmakers must use practical wisdom and reason to determine the right course of action in a particular situation that promotes the common good. Our representatives must practice civic virtues such as integrity, humility, and respect to make sound judgments on behalf of the people they serve. Imagine the ripple effect if each of us commits to living out one principle or virtue more fully in our daily lives. Whether it's courage, humility, or moderation, your actions have the power to promote human flourishing. By embracing these ideals, we can ensure that the promise of "we the people" endures.